We also have been really interested in this story by someone called Zoe Bread. All over the front pages of the BBC News website. It's got himself in the MEN as well. Now, Zoe has been a quite an interesting, well, I've got to say, I've been a follower for a while. She does all sorts of exploring and adventures. My favourite video she's ever done is she went to Berlin for, I think it was 5 days, and there's a Deja Vu museum. She went to that museum for 5 days on the bounce. It's just funny. In particular, Zoe loves when she can challenge people. And we're going to be talking about parking charges right now. Strap yourselves in, everyone. If you want to get your complaints to me, please do. You want to tell me about the parking fines you got, and it wasn't your fault. Well, you believe it wasn't your fault. This is where you can put your thoughts towards me. 08000 321 333. It is a campaign led by Zoe Bread. She received a fine from Manchester City Council after paying for a parking ticket from the wrong meter. Zoe says the payout machine pointed to both a private car park and the council one.
The parking sign points to the wrong pay machine, so I'd paid for a different car park. I have a lot of time to just go and investigate things, so I decided to do a little stakeout on the road. There was a woman that had done the exact same thing as me, and there was a car that already had a ticket for the exact same reason. So that's 3 people in 2 days caught out for the same thing. If more than one person is being misled, then your signage is misleading. It's not even for you to decide, really.
Manchester City Council say it will explore if additional signage is needed. Let's get in Scott Dixon to the chat. He runs the Complaints Resolver Facebook page and website. Before we go specifically into this story, Scott, how long have you been running this for? And I guess it does what it says on the tin.
I've been running the website since 2022 now, Joe, and this is a big problem for motorists, and misleading and unfair signs is the most common reason for motorists to appeal council and private parking tickets.
So you're seeing this quite often then, Scott?
Yeah, see it day in, day out, Joe. And I was on with Mike Sweeney back in October on the same topic with Manchester City Council. And you can look it up on my YouTube channel. I was on with Mike on the 7th of October. And the background to that was a council parking ticket was issued unfairly to someone who parked near Christie's Hospital. She had a passenger with bowel cancer, needed the toilet urgently, and the signs were hidden by foliage. And Manchester City Council just wouldn't buckle on it until I got involved, and I helped this lady cancel what was an unfair parking ticket. And it was, again, signage. It's always the same problem that crops up time and time again.
Talk to us a little bit about what you do then when you say you get involved, and how can people sort of highlight that there is issues with signage? It wasn't clear enough.
Well, the first thing you need to do is get your evidence. So, take photos. And if you can't take photos at the time, you can always use Google Street View to scope the car park and get screenshots from different angles to get your evidence together. And you can't dispute with facts. And Zoe's done a great job here. She submitted freedom of information requests to get the evidence and photos and other people who've have been affected by this. So getting key witness statements, your photos, screenshots, getting all your evidence together and just lodging appeals. And the first stage appeal is usually rejected, whether it's by a council or a private parking operator. But stick to your guns and escalate it to the second stage. And if it's not right, it's worth a fight. You've got to pursue it.
What did you make of this example then? People can go and see it on the BBC website if you want to hear more of the story and see more of the actual video itself. What did you make of the Zoe Bread's Manchester City Council debate?
She's got them bang to rights, Joe, and she's not alone in being caught out. Other people have been affected, and if other people are affected, the signs are clearly misleading, and there is an issue that Manchester City Council need to address, and they need to rescind any parking tickets that have been issued by the council on that basis. And illegal signs are illegal fines, and Zoe's done a great job in highlighting what is a big issue there.
Scott, I'm sure we could speak all day because it's got such an interesting thing you do at the Complaints Resolver Facebook page and website. Cheers for joining us, Scott.
Thanks, Joe. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. It's Scott Dixon on BBC Radio Manchester. More on that story on the BBC News website and app. Go check that out.